What's going on, guys? Chameleon here. Today I'm going to go over a question I get asked a lot, and that is, how exactly does stopping power work? We all just pop it in and start firing away, but I think it's time we take a closer look at it. Which field upgrade do you guys think is the best in the game? Leave me a comment below. But real quick, before we start, please smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and here we go. Let's do this. Generally, stopping power is either going to be picked up off the ground in Warzone, or if you're playing multiplayer, you'll be able to choose it as a field upgrade. In Warzone, you'll get stopping power right away after you pick it up and activate it. But in multiplayer, you have to wait for your gauge to fully charge first before you can activate it. And unfortunately, it's the slowest charging field upgrade in the game at 3 minutes and 37 seconds. So it takes a while, but fortunately you can speed this time up with a perk or just getting kills and playing the objective. So what exactly happens when you use stopping power? Well, you reload your gun and receive 30 stopping power rounds or less depending on your gun. It doesn't matter if you're rocking an LMG with 100 rounds or a gun with 60 rounds, it'll still only give you a maximum of 30 stopping power rounds, nothing more. They do this because if you have a gun with, say, a 200 round belt and activated stopping power to replace all 200 rounds, you would receive 200 stopping power bullets, and that would be totally broken. So this prevents stopping power from becoming overpowered. Now, you'll know you have stopping power rounds in if the ammo number is in yellow instead of white. What's nice is if you fire off a few shots of stopping power and then reload, you'll still have the remainder of your stopping power rounds and you don't lose them. For example, let's say I have a 60 round mag. I fire off 10 shots of stopping power and then reload. I'll still have 20 stopping power rounds remaining in my mag. And once these 20 rounds are gone, it'll then switch over to my normal remaining ammo on its own. You don't have to reload or do anything, which is awesome. Another great feature about stopping power is that it doesn't even take away any of your reserve ammo. So if you're out of ammo, you have 0 bullets, but let's say you have stopping power, you can activate your stopping power and receive 30 new powerful rounds. This can be really clutch sometimes, especially in Warzone on those beginning of the game drops where you land and run around looking for ammo, but maybe you come across stopping power instead, and therefore you basically just picked up 30 powerful rounds of ammo. So what do these rounds actually do? Stopping power is essentially double the damage and helps you shred through people. 2 bullets for the price of 1. In multiplayer, it's mostly 1 bullet less to kill an enemy, but the damage increase actually isn't a flat increase across all guns. It varies quite a lot. So it'll have different amounts of damage increases depending on the gun you're using. Real quick, I'll name some of the examples for Warzone. All of these will assume that the target has full armor, full health, and it'll be shots in the foot to down them. An M13 will down a person with 11 shots. With stopping power, it takes 5 shots, so even less than half here. An MP7 will down a person in 12 shots. With stopping power, it'll take 6 shots. It basically cuts the TTK in half. The GRA M4 in the RAM will down with 9 shots. With stopping power, it'll decrease to 7 shots. The Model 680 takes about 2 shots, but with stopping power, you can get that 1-shot kill potential. The HDR is a little weird, maybe along with the other snipers as well. There's no increase in damage to the foot, so you'll want to target the other areas for an increase. But long story short, stopping power just generally doubles or increases more than double the regular damage of the ammo. One thing I noticed, also in Warzone specifically, stopping power will actually make you lose some of your health before you even lose all of your armor. It's almost like the bullets partially go through your armor, which is really interesting. Another interesting thing to note about stopping power that the descriptions of the game don't tell you is that stopping power will increase your recoil significantly. It's almost a 40 to 50% increase in recoil, which is quite a lot. So in a situation where you have a full auto gun and you're trying to pick someone off from far away, maybe in Warzone, stopping power could end up putting you at a disadvantage since you'll probably miss more of your shots. However, in close quarters or mid-range combat, it's going to be a huge advantage because this recoil should be manageable and worth the extra damage. Now let's talk about a couple of bugs with stopping power. One bug strictly with the Uzi, for whatever reason, stopping power actually decreases your recoil for this gun, which is the opposite of what stopping power rounds are supposed to do. It makes no sense and will most likely be fixed at some point, but as of now, it's still bugged to behave this way. I know most people don't use the Uzi because it's far from the best of SMGs, but if you do, this is a definite plus for you. Lastly, there's been one really bad bug that stuck around for a while, and that basically was that for some reason there was no headshot multiplier, and in some instances you would do more damage by hitting the body with stopping power rounds rather than shooting the head with stopping power rounds, which doesn't make sense at all. Fortunately though, they finally fixed this, and on June 29th they released this in the patch notes. This is what they stated: stopping power is now applied to headshots. Only certain weapons can go from a 2-shot to a 1-shot headshot like the FAL and Odin. This fixes a few cases where headshots could sometimes do less damage than body shots when using stopping power. Bam! Long overdue, but they finally fixed it. So that about wraps it up for this video. Hopefully you guys learned some more stuff about stopping power and I was able to help out. And if this video was actually helpful to you or you just enjoyed it, please smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.